Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Kichdy, and we are back with the final part of the 35 must know MS Word basics tutorial series. So before getting into today's session, just a quick recap on where we are. So we have completed almost 5 parts of this tutorial series and covered almost 25 to 27 functions till date. So if you are an absolute beginner, I would strongly suggest you to go through these parts before landing into today's session, so that you will have a better understanding on the basics, and also you'll have a continuous education, continuous learning. And if you are already aware of MS Word and you are using MS Word in your day-to-day life, probably you can choose the function which you have a query. Probably you can just go through that part. So all the video links of these parts are available in today's video description. So please make use of it. So with that, we'll get into today's session. So today we are planning to go through topics like table customizations, repeat header rows, zoom in out, info, save as, print share, page location, and number of words. So there are some basic functions which we should be aware of, and a couple of items on the table customizations. Okay, so we'll get into the working document. So this is the working document which we always use in our tutorials. So to understand the table customizations, first let me draw a table. So this is something which we already covered in part 1 or 2, I believe. So let me just draw a simple table. Okay, so on drawing a table, you have additional 2 tabs are open. So one is design and layout. So design is more of coloring the table. So what is the width of the table? Width in the sense the line width of the table, the border styles. So those are all covered under design. But in this session, we are going to see how we are going to use layout, because design was already covered in one of the parts. So under layout, we have multiple options. So let me touch upon some basic functions which we should be aware of. So first thing is insert rows and columns. So I'm just keeping a cursor here. So let me just put something MS Word, so that you can have a differentiation between what are the rows we are adding or what are the rows behind or up, so above. So you can have a differentiation. So that's why I'm just putting up a word here. So my cursor is here, and I'm using this function insert above. So you can see one row has been added here. So and I'm just putting up insert right. So you can see one column has been added. So this is a very simple function. So there is another way to add is right click your mouse and you have this option insert above, rows above or rows below. So this is useful when you're adding one column or one row at a time. But by using this function, you can add multiple rows and multiple columns at the same time. So let me just show you. So I'm just selecting 2 rows and I'm selecting a function insert above. You can see 2 new rows has been added. The same way, if you want to add 4 rows, it's very simple. You just want to select the number of rows and you need to go insert above or insert below or insert left, right, whatever. Okay, so this is the functions usage. The next one is I would say the autofit. So autofit is a function which automatically fits your table based on the contents or based on the window size. So here I have a word called MS Word. So on giving autofit contents, you can see this column will shrink to this side. So let me just try it out, and the remaining columns will shrink it to the minimum size. So let me just show you autofit contents. You can see autofit contents is based on the contents available in that particular cell. It will automatically shrink. Okay, so I'm just putting up Control Z. And the second option, autofit windows, is based on the window. It will automatically fit, but now there is no changes going to happen. So if and all I change this window to landscape mode, or if I'm putting it in A3 size, probably it will change. Okay, and the next one is increasing or decreasing a particular cell size. So let me just put the cursor here, and I'm increasing the size of this cell. Okay, so you can see the cell size has been getting increased, the height has been getting increased, and if you want to increase the width, you can also do that. So a simple way is, just drag like this. You can just play around like this also. But if you want to, keep all the cells in the same size, probably you can and select the entire table by clicking this icon. So here you can just specify what is the height and the width of each cell available in the table. So let me just put 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. Okay, so this is how it will automatically come. So this is an interesting option. So yeah, so why the width is not less than 1.27 centimeter is because of this word. So the minimum width it is taking is 1.27 centimeter, which is half an inch. Okay, so let me just go to Control Z, so you can see this. And distribute rows and columns is which will equally distribute the number of rows. I mean all the rows will have same height. So let me just try this. So you can see Control Z, you can see here it will automatically shrink so that all the rows will be of same size on clicking on using this function distribute rows. Ta-da. Okay, and distribute columns is again all the cells will have the same width. Okay, so here you can see this cell alone, this column alone is having a larger width than the other columns in the table. So you can see now all the columns will become same size. That's it. Okay, so these are all where you want to place your content. Yeah, whatever the content you are writing. So this is top center, right center, this is center, this is sorry, this is center left. So you have all the options where you want to align the content. Okay, that's it. So these are all some of the basic customizations which you should be aware of while creating a table. So again, there are other options also, but these are all some of the basics which you should be aware of. Okay, so we are done with this. Let me just make it as green color, and then we'll move on to the next one. The repeat header rows is a very interesting option. So repeat header rows, let me just take this table to the next page so that you will have a better understanding of what I'm coming to say. Okay, so let me just drag this. Yeah, so and also I'll put some title to this table. So A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so what repeat header rows will do is, say for example, you are having a large table and the table is running for almost 2 to 3 pages. So, but the title will be based in the first page only. What if you want the same title to be replicated in the other remaining pages of the table? So for that to happen, you can use this repeat header rows option. So go to the original title. So the original title in the sense the place where the table is been getting originated. So I'm selecting this title. I'm just selecting this. Okay, so before that let me show how the table is looking. So this is the entire length of the table. Okay, here that we have 3 rows in the next page. Okay, so I'm just selecting this, selecting repeat header rows. Now just go and see. You can see the header alone is been getting replicated in the next page also. The same will happen even if you go to the next page. You can see the same header getting replicated in all the pages wherever the table is getting traveled. You can see the same header is getting replicated. It's a very interesting option and it's a very useful option. So always use this. I would strongly suggest to use this option. Okay, so let me just keep it in green color. The next option is zoom in and zoom out. The zoom in and zoom out is a very simple option. So you can see option here. So now it's 100%. So 100% is a default zoom which is available in your Word document whenever you open a Word document. For instance, if you want to decrease it, you can just drag this to a left hand side and you can see the size of the document is getting shrinked, and also you can see the percentage is getting reduced. And if you want to increase it, you can just move the cursor to the right hand side. So if you feel it bit tough, you can also use this option. So the same way, it will reduce it in multiples of 10%, and it will increase in multiples of 10% on using this minus and plus option. So we'll get back to 100%. So that's one thing. Yeah. And then information under file. So go to file, go to info. So here you can see some basic details of the particular file. So details such as what is the size of that file, how many pages it is having, how many words it contains, what is the total editing time. I've been using the same document for all my tutorial videos, so it is showing almost 3 hours is what I've been open this file. And you can also add a title here, so it's easier for us to search if you have multiple documents. And also it will show when it is last modified, when it was originally created. So I created in the month of May, so where I started putting up these videos, and who is the author and who is last modified. So these are all some of the information which is pretty much useful when you're working in a group. So say for example, if 10 people are working, you can easily find out who is the one who last modified the document. So those are all the details will be available here. Okay, so let me just put it in green color and save as option. To save a open document, the working document, you can always click here. There is one option which is to get saved, or you can use the shortcut Control S. So that is another option. So this way you can save it and you can choose the location. And the other option is save as. And again, if you want to save it in another name or save it in another location, you can go to save as, browse. So let me just go to English videos, and let me just save it as version 1. And the beauty of save as function is you can also change the type of that document. So currently it is in Word document. I can also change it in PDF, because especially the PDF format is something very widely used in most of the cases. Whenever you are submitting it to someone, probably you are advised to put it in PDF so that the document is not getting edited. So let me just try it out with PDF, and you can put save. It will automatically open in PDF. It will get saved in PDF format. You can see here. Okay, let me just close it and come back to our original document. We are done with save as. And then next one is print share. So print, again go to file, print. So you have all the options. Currently my lap is not connected to any printer, so I can just save it in a PDF format. But if you have any printer connected to it, it will be listed here. So you can select whether you need to print all the pages or only the current page which you are working, or a custom print, say like I need print from 2 to 4th page, or 3 to 7th page, something like that. So you can do all sort of changes here. You need to do a one-sided print or a two-sided print. So you have all the options here. Okay, so that's with print. And share is an interesting option. You can share it to cloud. So wherein share with people via cloud is you will be given a link to your particular document, wherein you can share that link to anyone, and you can set up whether they can able to edit the document, or they can only view the document. So that is an option. That's one of the option. You can share it, or you can share it via email as an attachment, or you can present online. So these are all something which we need to dig in detail, but as a basics I don't want to touch upon. And also you can post to blog, wherein you need to create a blog for that. So probably we can set up a separate session for these items. But most commonly these two are the features which will be used. And most importantly, this email share, because you can just send as an attachment, and there's no Outlook configured. so it is throwing up an error. Okay, so with that, print and share is done, and the last one, page location and number of words. And these are all just the details available in the document. You can see wherever the cursor is placed, you can see how many pages and where in that particular document your cursor has been placed. So here now it is placed in the second page, so it is showing 2 of 2. So if I move to first page, it will show page 1 of 2. So this one is the number of pages, and this one is the exact place where we are with our cursor. And this one is the number of words available in our document. So currently it says 87 words available in this document. And what is the major language used in this document? So here it is English India. Okay, so that's it. I'm done with the basics of the 35 must know MS Word basics tutorial series. So these are all the some of the basics which should be aware by anyone who is using an MS Word. But then there are a lot of advanced concepts. There are many concepts where I can also come up with a separate video. So if and all you want any particular concept, any particular function you want a separate video, please put it in the comments, or else I have few ideas, something like a mail merge, or something like expand all, collapse all functions. There are few things which I have some plans to come up with a separate video. So we'll see in those videos. So if and all you have any suggestions, please put it in the comments. Till then, stay safe. Thank you. Bye.